Haha, my young friend. It is only fair that anyone who stumbles upon a natural treasure should share in its spoils. It seems rather unjust for you to keep it all to yourself. A sudden chuckle interrupted Xiao Yan as he turned around to face a yellow-robed elder emerging from a distorted space. Had enough of lurking in the shadows? I half expected you to remain hidden, Xiao Yan remarked, raising an eyebrow with a faint smile. He had sensed the elder's presence since he descended into the hole. Ha ha, I couldn't resist coming out after laying eyes on the core marrow soul. The elder, Huang Yi, laughed with a hint of coldness. I'm sure you've never heard of me, but I know you're no ordinary dozong. I won't forcefully take it from you. Give me half of the core soul marrow, and you can walk away unharmed. Xiao Yan's smile widened at Huang Yi's proposal. You may not know who I am, but who do you think you are to demand a share of my find? His tone turned icy as he finished speaking, a glint of steel in his dark eyes. With a swift gesture, an earth demon puppet materialized and shot towards the elder without hesitation. The silver figure streaked through the air like lightning, causing the ground to quake and leaving deep craters in its wake. Huang Yi's expression twisted from a smile to a grimace as he sensed the imminent danger from the approaching puppet. Such a formidable puppet, Huang Yi muttered, his experienced instincts kicking in. He swiftly evaded the puppet's attack, creating multiple afterimages as he retreated. Despite Huang Yi's agility, the earth demon puppet outmatched him in speed. With a thunderous stomp, it closed the distance in an instant, its silver fist aimed at Huang Yi's head. The puppet's fist struck with incredible force, generating a powerful gust that sent Huang Yi staggering. A deafening boom echoed as the puppet's assault continued unabated. In a split-second decision, Huang Yi channeled his Do Qi, forming a massive flaming cauldron above him. With a swift motion, he brought it crashing down on the puppet's metallic fist. The clash produced a resounding clang, sending shockwaves rippling through the surroundings. The ground trembled as the force of their collision displaced the earth beneath them. As the standoff intensified, cracks appeared on the flaming cauldron, eventually shattering into energy shards that dispersed in all directions. The earth demon puppet, capable of challenging a 9-star dozong, proved to be a formidable opponent for Huang Yi, a 7-star dozong. Overwhelmed by the puppet's strength, Huang Yi grimaced and retreated, realizing the daunting task of facing such a powerful adversary. Huang Yi's foot slammed into the ground, halting his body as he struggled to contain the roiling blood within him. A bitter taste filled his mouth, the bitter tang of regret mingling with the rising sweetness of defeat. Despite his status as a 7-star dozong, he had assumed this young opponent would cower before him, willingly sharing the treasure. Initially, Huang Yi had planned to claim a small portion and let the youth go unharmed, but reality proved cruel, shattering his illusions. Instead of securing a fraction of the treasure, Huang Yi now faced the daunting prospect of ensuring his own escape. Regret gnawed at Huang Yi as he faced the relentless advance of the earth demon puppet. With a glint in his eyes, he hastily conceded, I was mistaken, my young friend. I shall take my leave. The core soul marrow is all yours. Realizing the urgency of the situation, Huang Yi understood that fleeing was his best option. He could always seek retribution once he regrouped with his allies. As Huang Yi scanned the area where Xiao Yan had stood, he realized the youth had vanished. Not good? Huang Yi's heart skipped a beat as a sudden gust of wind struck him from behind, prompting a swift defensive maneuver. Their fists clashed with explosive force, but Huang Yi's hastily executed move failed to match Xiao Yan's swift and precise strike. A surge of pain rippled through Huang Yi as he spat blood. His body propelled backward, leaving a trail in the earth. Struggling to regain his composure, Huang Yi glared at Xiao Yan with a mix of fury and defeat. You may be ruthless, but I won't let you live. My companions are in the pill realm and will seek vengeance. Before he could finish his threat, Huang Yi expelled another mouthful of blood, converting it into a crimson glow that vanished into thin air. Despite Xiao Yan's calm demeanor, Huang Yi's actions hinted at a dark past. Unfazed, Xiao Yan responded with a knowing smile. Feel free to send your companions. I welcome the challenge. Enraged, Huang Yi lashed out, Don't think your puppet makes you invincible, brat. Xiao Yan's smile remained, his gaze unwavering as he approached Huang Yi. What's your next move? With caution, Huang Yi retreated, eyeing the earth demon puppet warily. Gripping a spatial rock, he knew his only chance was to strike first before Xiao Yan could. In a swift motion, Huang Yi shattered the rock, distorting the space around him. Remember my name, Xiao Yan. I'll be waiting in Holy Pill City for your reckoning after the pill gathering. Xiao Yan's calm response elicited a moment of realization from Huang Yi, who vanished into the distorted space with a tinge of regret etched on his face. As Huang Yi disappeared, Xiao Yan couldn't help but smile. The encounter had been fateful, their paths crossing at a critical juncture in the pill region. As Huang Yi's figure vanished, Xiao Yan casually returned the earth demon puppet to his storage ring. Despite being a mere 7-star dozong, Xiao Yan had faced foes like Tianxi, a peak dozong, without fear. The audacity of this old man targeting him did little to unsettle Xiao Yan. Unperturbed by Huang Yi's mention of companions, Xiao Yan remained confident. Unless they were elite dozuns, he saw no cause for concern with his current strength. Judging from Huang Yi's demeanor, Xiao Yan doubted he had an elite dozun ally. Contemplating the limited time within the pill realm, Xiao Yan reminded himself of the urgency to acquire the 3 natural treasures on the medicine list swiftly. Delays could cost him more than gains in the pill gathering. Softly muttering to himself, Xiao Yan retrieved the map from his storage ring, studying it intently to pinpoint his current location. The 3 red circles marked the locations of the treasures. I must head there without delay, Xiao Yan resolved. With a clear plan in mind, Xiao Yan decided to search for rare medicinal ingredients along the way to refine the core soul marrow. The abundance of treasures in the pill realm offered him the opportunity to enhance his soul to the soul state, bolstering his confidence for the pill gathering's final stage. With determination, Xiao Yan wasted no time. Ascending into the air, he focused on the position of one of the red circles on the map. Transforming into a streak of light, he surged forward, eager to uncover the treasures awaiting him. Xiao Yan set his sights on the first target, the 10,000 medicinal mountain range, marked as one of the 3 red circles on the map. Uncertain if the sought-after item lay within its depths, he resolved to investigate regardless. Despite being smaller than the pill region, the pill realm commanded immense interest due to its abundance of natural treasures. Every faction on the continent coveted this space, akin to an endless vault of precious medicinal ingredients. The pill tower's wealth and influence were evident in the realm's allure. With his swiftness, Xiao Yan estimated a day and a night at most to traverse the pill realm. Drawing near the 10,000 medicinal mountain range, he encountered fellow competitors along the way. Their wary gazes and cautious retreats spoke volumes about the cutthroat nature of the pill realm. In this competitive arena, trust was a luxury, and every individual was a potential threat in the race for supremacy. Unfazed by the wary glances and cautious retreats of his competitors, Xiao Yan paid them no mind. Their presence posed no threat to him, unlike the brute who had attacked others earlier. With a casual glance, he swiftly passed them by, his focus unwavering. While most competitors chose to avoid confrontation, a few remained undeterred by Xiao Yan's aura. These experts, also at the dozong level, may not have matched Huang Yi's strength but were formidable in their own right. What set them apart was their age, indicating they were seasoned veterans of the field. Recognizing the futility of challenging Xiao Yan, these experienced individuals wisely stepped aside as he approached, a silent acknowledgement of his prowess. Their mutual understanding averted unnecessary conflict, allowing Xiao Yan to proceed unhindered on his journey. Navigating the pill realm with ease, Xiao Yan encountered minimal resistance, save for 2 powerful magical beasts that launched a surprise attack. Unfazed by the sudden assault, Xiao Yan remained composed, recognizing the heightened ferocity of the realm's creatures infused with the potent blend of natural energy and violent essence. As Xiao Yan journeyed through the pill realm, encountering minimal resistance save for the surprise attack by 2 magical beasts, he pressed on undeterred. After 5 to 6 hours of travel, the majestic sight of the 10,000 medicinal mountain range finally unfolded before him. The very name of the mountain range hinted at its extraordinary nature, leaving Xiao Yan momentarily awestruck by its grandeur. The dense energy emanating from within the range captivated his senses, signaling the potent vitality that permeated the surroundings. Stretching like a slumbering dragon across the landscape, the mountain range was shrouded in a thick fog, its ominous aura palpable even from a distance. The air buzzed with the echoing roars of magical beasts, each cry laced with a primal ferocity that sent shivers down one's spine. Hovering at the edge of the mountain range, Xiao Yan surveyed the fog-covered expanse with furrowed brows. Despite not yet setting foot within its confines, his keen spiritual perception alerted him to the hostile environment that awaited within. The mountain range exuded an unfriendly energy, a foreboding sign of the challenges that lay ahead. Lost in contemplation, Xiao Yan was abruptly jolted by a cacophony of voices rising from below. Curiosity piqued, he descended towards a gentle slope outside the mountain range, where a cluster of tense and shadowy figures came into view. Surveying the scene before him, Xiao Yan's surprise was palpable. Were these individuals all participants of the pill gathering? Unlike the confrontational encounters he had witnessed elsewhere, these competitors seemed to coexist peacefully, a stark contrast to the norm. Perplexed by this unusual display of camaraderie, Xiao Yan furrowed his brow, pondering the implications of this unexpected gathering. With a decisive step, he landed a short distance from the hill, then swiftly ascended to its peak. To his astonishment, no one impeded his progress as he ascended the hill. Instead, curious glances followed his movements, but none dared to confront him. The lack of resistance only deepened Xiao Yan's intrigue as he ventured towards the center of the hill. As he approached, Xiao Yan was met with a sizable congregation of individuals gathered nearby, numbering at least 100 strong. The air buzzed with a sense of anticipation, leaving Xiao Yan to wonder about the purpose of this unusual assembly in the heart of the pill realm. Xiao Yan's eyes widened in astonishment at the sight of the sizable gathering. A frown creased his brow as he pondered the significance of so many competitors converging in one place. What had drawn them all to this particular spot within the pill realm? Before he could voice his question, a familiar voice resonated from the midst of the group as Xiao Yan drew nearer. The voice belonged to none other than Song Qing, prompting a mix of surprise and intrigue to flicker across Xiao Yan's features. Song Qing? What brings him here? A quizzical expression crossed Xiao Yan's face upon recognizing the voice. His gaze cut through the crowd, landing on a young figure perched atop a large rock. To his surprise, it was none other than Song Qing, the youngest elder of the Pill Tower. The presence of Song Qing hinted at the possible appearance of Chao Ying in the vicinity. Xiao Yan's suspicions were confirmed as his eyes swept through the gathering, settling on a green rock where Chao Ying sat. Clad in a sleek black dress, she exuded an enchanting allure, her nonchalant demeanor drawing admiring gazes from onlookers. Her beauty possessed a mesmerizing quality that could captivate hearts and minds with ease. It seems they've all congregated here for the 10,000 medicinal mountain range, Xiao Yan mused, his gaze shifting towards the shrouded mountain range. A sense of foreboding lingered in the air, hinting at the formidable presence of powerful beings hidden within its depths. A ripple of agreement spread through the crowd as Song Qing's words sank in. Many among them had ventured into the 10,000 medicinal mountain range in haste, only to face a swift retreat when confronted by a horde of relentless magical beasts. The unfortunate ones who lagged behind met a grim fate, their lives claimed by the treacherous mountain range. Drawing a deep breath, Song Qing's voice resonated with authority as he addressed the gathered competitors from his vantage point on the rock. His words carried the weight of experience and knowledge, a testament to his status as a Pill Tower elder. Within the depths of the 10,000 medicinal mountain range dwell numerous magical beasts, under the command of a formidable creature, a peak rank 7 beast with 1 foot and rank 8. This fearsome beast has cunningly amassed the natural treasures of the mountain range within its lair, including many items on our task list. Song Qing's solemn tone reverberated across the clearing, unerring the gravity of the situation. The revelation sparked a chorus of reactions among the listeners, their expressions reflecting a mix of concern and apprehension. Even Xiao Yan, seasoned in his own right, couldn't help but feel a twinge of unease. A magical beast on the cusp of rank 8 possessed strength akin to a true Xun'er, presenting a formidable obstacle to any who dared to challenge it. The prospect of facing such a formidable adversary weighed heavily on their minds, casting a shadow of doubt over their quest for the coveted treasures. Aware of the challenges that lay ahead, Xiao Yan understood the risks involved in confronting a beast of such power. While confident in his abilities, he knew that vanquishing the creature would come at a cost. The toll of unleashing the extermination lotus flame to defeat the beast would leave him vulnerable and drained, a dangerous prospect in a realm teeming with adversaries. In this unforgiving landscape, fatigue could spell the difference between victory and defeat, a reality that Xiao Yan was keenly aware of. As Song Qing's words reverberated through the crowd, a sense of urgency and solidarity began to take root among the competitors. The daunting presence of the formidable beast looming within the 10,000 medicinal mountain range left no room for individual heroics. Collaboration was not just a suggestion, it was a necessity for survival. Under the dominion of that fearsome beast lie many formidable magical beasts. Acting alone will lead to certain failure, unless one has reached the pinnacle of Xun'er. I propose a temporary alliance to confront the beast together. Once we vanquish it, the remaining magical beasts will disperse. Song Qing's unwavering voice cut through the noise, his words resonating with truth and wisdom. The reality of their predicament was stark. Without unity, their quest for the coveted items was doomed from the start. Acknowledging the gravity of the situation, the competitors exchanged hesitant glances before nodding in unison. While the agreement held promise, a lingering sense of caution lingered in their hearts. Trust was a fragile commodity in a realm where survival was paramount, and each individual knew the risks of relying on others in such perilous circumstances. I understand your concerns. Let us make a pact. Until the fierce beast is vanquished, we shall not turn against our comrades. Any violators of this pact will face the combined wrath of the group. Do we have an accord? Song Qing's astute observation of their apprehensions was met with a faint smile, his proposal a testament to his strategic acumen and understanding of human nature in times of adversity. A moment of contemplative silence enveloped the gathering as the competitors faced each other, weighing the gravity of the situation. The realization dawned upon them that their individual quests hinged on this collective effort. With the weight of their shared objective bearing down on them, agreements were forged among the assembly. Song Qing's esteemed reputation within the Pill Tower lent credence to his words, swaying the hearts and minds of those present. A smile of satisfaction graced Song Qing's features as the crowd expressed their unanimous accord. His gaze shifted to Xiao Yan, a glint of pride shimmering in his eyes. To command the respect and cooperation of such esteemed alchemists from across the continent in the presence of such beauty was a testament to his exceptional leadership. Xiao Yan observed the unfolding events with a measured detachment, unaffected by Song Qing's orchestration. Yet, he recognized the potential strength that this united front could wield. The prospect of this formidable coalition challenging the fierce beast of the 10,000 medicinal mountain range hinted at a disruption in the status quo. With chaos looming on the horizon, Xiao Yan saw an opportunity to navigate the tumult and secure the necessary items for his task. As long as he achieved his objectives, the distractions of the group's dynamics held little sway over his focused determination. In the wake of the collective agreement, Xiao Yan lapsed into a moment of contemplation before nodding imperceptibly. Just as he prepared to pivot away, a rush of wind sliced through the air, drawing his attention towards a pair of figures hurtling towards him from a distance. Leading the charge was the white-clad young man etched in Xiao Yan's memory, a faint purple metal fan gripped in his hand. Xiao Yan's gaze sharpened as he fixed his stare on the approaching figure, a cold smile curling at the corner of his lips. At long last our paths cross. The figure that elicited such a steely resolve from Xiao Yan was none other than the young sect leader of the profound Xian sect, Xun'er. Though their paths had not previously crossed, fate had brought them together outside the 10,000 medicinal mountain range, a twist of circumstance that caught Xiao Yan off guard. Trailing behind Xun'er were two familiar elders, faces etched in Xiao Yan's memory from their encounter at the alchemist trade fair. The realization dawned upon Xiao Yan that these two were not mere guards but seasoned alchemists themselves, their presence bolstering Qian Xian's formidable entourage within the pill realm. Observing the two elders, Xiao Yan's brows furrowed as he gauged their strength, surmising them to be 9-star dozongs, a formidable challenge indeed. Their allegiance to Qian Xian underscored the sect leaders standing within the profound Xian sect, evident in the high regard and protection afforded to him. Chun Xian's position as the junior sect leader spoke volumes of his capabilities, warranting such esteemed guardianship. As Qian Xian's group closed in, landing before the watching crowd, the tension in the air palpable. Chun Xian's gaze lingered on Xiao Yan, a smile playing on his lips as he greeted his unexpected adversary. Xiao Yan, it seems luck has deserted you, Qian Xian taunted, the metallic fan in his hand unfurling with a resounding snap. With calculated steps, he advanced towards Xiao Yan, exuding a veneer of confidence. Xiao Yan's countenance remained composed as he assessed the situation, his gaze shifting between Qian Xian and his imposing companions. With a subtle smile, he inquired, "Is this your reinforcement?" Qian Xian's response was laced with a chilling certainty as he playfully flicked the purple fan, his demeanor shifting. The two elders at his side mirrored his shift in demeanor, their auras intensifying as they stepped forward, casting an imposing presence that set the stage for the impending confrontation. The abrupt shift in dynamics seized the attention of all on the hill, yet a collective hesitation lingered as no one dared to intervene. The potential for retaliatory actions within the pill realm was a well-known risk, prompting onlookers to retreat to a safe distance, unwilling to be entangled in the unfolding conflict. A glint of resolve flickered in Xiao Yan's gaze as he observed the two formidable elders with their menacing grins. While acknowledging their strength, he remained undaunted by Qian Xian's misguided confidence in their ability to subdue him. Eliminate him. Chun Xian's command pierced the tense atmosphere, his fan slashing through the air as he issued the ruthless order. The two elders, obedient to their leader's directive, unleashed a torrent of potent do qi, their overwhelming power exerting a palpable pressure that stifled the weaker bystanders. As the confrontation escalated, a sudden interruption shattered the mounting tension, a light-hearted laugh that cut through the tension like a knife. All eyes turned to Song Qing and Chao Ying as they stepped forward, their presence a surprising turn of events that defused the brewing conflict. Chun Xian's smile upon seeing Song Qing hinted at their familiarity, prompting a respectful gesture from the sect leader towards the Pill Tower member. The exchange between the two hinted at a shared history, their amicable rapport softening the charged atmosphere. Chao Ying's playful curiosity redirected the focus towards Xiao Yan, her inquisitive gaze probing the enmity between him and Qian Xian. Unfazed by the confrontation, she offered a diplomatic suggestion to set aside personal grievances and focus on the greater challenge at hand, the task items within the treacherous 10,000 medicinal mountain range. With Chao Ying's wise counsel resonating, Song Qing echoed her sentiments, emphasizing the importance of unity in overcoming the obstacles ahead. Despite their personal conflicts, the urgency of the situation demanded a temporary truce to secure their goals and maintain their eligibility in the competition. A faint furrow creased Qian Xian's brow at the unexpected turn of events, yet the combined influence of Chao Ying and Song Qing's counsel compelled him to reluctantly acquiesce. With a final icy glare directed at Xiao Yan, he issued a chilling warning before pivoting away, his threat hanging in the air like a looming storm. Xiao Yan's nonchalant demeanor belied the brewing tension, his gaze flicking dismissively towards Qian Xian. The sect leader's veiled threats held little weight against Xiao Yan's steely resolve, unfazed by the looming confrontation. Song Qing's amiable smile masked an ulterior motive as he extended an offer of alliance to Xiao Yan, veiled in the guise of camaraderie. Xiao Yan's internal skepticism simmered beneath the surface, his instincts wary of such superficial gestures of goodwill. Unmoved by Song Qing's overture, Xiao Yan's retort dripped with sarcasm, a subtle jab at the veiled intentions lurking beneath the facade of unity. His refusal to align with strangers echoed his independent nature, a testament to his self-reliance in the face of adversity. As Xiao Yan departed, Song Qing's facade of composure shattered, his shock palpable as Xiao Yan disregarded his offer with indifference. The Pill Tower member's pride stung by the rejection, his futile attempts to reason with Xiao Yan falling on deaf ears. Xiao Ying's surprise mirrored Song Qing's dismay, her puzzlement at Xiao Yan's defiance evident in her furrowed brow. Despite Song Qing's misguided attempts at persuasion, Xiao Yan's steadfast independence proved unyielding, leaving the onlookers at a loss for words. Chen Xian's cold laughter sliced through the tense atmosphere, his true intentions laid bare in the wake of Xiao Yan's departure. The veneer of civility shattered, revealing his ruthless nature as he plotted against the lone figure retreating down the slope, a dark cloud of malice looming overhead. A fierce glint ignited in Song Qing's eyes as he absorbed Chen Xian's audacious challenge. Xiao Yan's apparent disregard for hierarchy in Xiao Ying's presence fueled Song Qing's smoldering displeasure, setting the stage for a clash of wills. As Chen Xian advanced with calculated precision, his silent acknowledgement of Song Qing's unspoken intentions sent a chill down the elder's spine. Song Qing's steely resolve crystallized into a cold gaze as he shifted his focus to Xiao Yan's retreating form, a silent signal of assent. Chen Xian's malevolent grin deepened at Song Qing's nod, a shadow of anticipation flickering across his features. With a subtle gesture, he signaled the two elders at his side, their compliance evident in their menacing expressions as they sprang into action with lethal intent. The sudden assault caught many onlookers off guard, their gasps drowned out by the whistling winds of the elders' deadly charge. The air crackled with tension as the two figures closed in on Xiao Yan, their strikes aimed with lethal precision. Die! The elders' voices rang out in unison, their onslaught aimed at Xiao Yan's vulnerable neck. Yet their blades met no resistance, slicing through a mere afterimage as Xiao Yan's elusive form vanished before their eyes. The realization dawned too late for the elders, as their attacks cleaved through empty air, shattered by the illusory facade that concealed Xiao Yan's true position. A frantic warning escaped their lips as they recoiled, their failed strike exposing the depth of Xiao Yan's cunning strategy. Chen Xian's composure shattered as he witnessed the failed assault, a surge of fear coursing through him as he braced for the retaliatory strike hurtling towards him. Xiao Yan's elemental fury coalesced into a jade-green flame, propelling towards Chen Xian with unyielding force, a harbinger of imminent retribution. The clash of elements reverberated through the air as Xiao Yan's strike collided with Chen Xian's defense, the metallic clang echoing across the battlefield. Undeterred, Xiao Yan's attack transformed, unleashing a hidden surge of power that shattered Chen Xian's feeble defense, propelling him backward with bone-shattering force. Gasping for breath, Chen Xian staggered to his feet, his pale countenance stained with the crimson of defeat. A silent figure emerged from the fading distortion, a testament to Xiao Yan's indomitable spirit and cunning strategy that had turned the tide of battle in his favor. The sudden reversal of fortune sent shockwaves rippling through the onlookers on the hill, their stunned gazes fixed on the spectacle unfolding before them. Witnessing Chen Xian's swift defeat and subsequent expulsion of blood, a collective shiver of fear coursed through the crowd, prompting a silent retreat to safer distances. Xiao Yan's audacious display of courage in the face of overwhelming odds defied all expectations, his calculated strategy of deception and counterattack leaving a lasting impression on those who bore witness to his daring feat. The air crackled with tension as the aftermath of the skirmish settled, revealing Xiao Yan's resolute form standing tall amidst the dissipating chaos. A flicker of surprise danced across Song Qing's features as he observed Xiao Yan's unexpected triumph, his previous assumptions shattered by the young alchemist's remarkable display of skill and cunning. Despite his limited knowledge of Xiao Yan's capabilities, the magnitude of his victory surpassed all preconceived notions, casting a new light on the enigmatic figure before him. Xiao Ying's enigmatic gaze bore a mixture of curiosity and admiration as she regarded Xiao Yan with newfound respect. His prowess in combat, coupled with his formidable spiritual strength, painted a picture of a formidable adversary capable of challenging even the most powerful opponents. The revelation of his audacious challenge against the Ice River Valley further solidified her impression of his indomitable spirit and unwavering resolve. As the two elders regrouped, their fury palpable in the air, A sense of impending retribution hung heavy in the atmosphere. Their cries of vengeance echoed through the clearing as they moved to support Chen Xian, their hands extended in a desperate bid to stabilize their fallen leader. The collective resolve of the trio signaled a renewed determination to quell the threat posed by Xiao Yan's unexpected defiance, setting the stage for a tense standoff fraught with uncertainty and simmering animosity. In the wake of Chen Xian's enraged command, a chilling determination settled over the clearing, the once serene atmosphere now charged with an undercurrent of malice and impending conflict. Chen Xian's usually composed visage contorted into a mask of fury, his demand for retribution echoing through the tense silence. The two elders exchanged a silent glance, a tacit understanding passing between them as they weighed the consequences of defying Chen Xian's orders. The memory of Xiao Yan's lightning-quick evasion and devastating counterattack lingered in their minds, a testament to the young alchemist's formidable skill and cunning. The stakes were high, and failure was not an option in the face of such a relentless adversary. As one elder cautiously advanced towards Xiao Yan, a sense of trepidation crept over him, his gaze fixed on the enigmatic figure before him. Xiao Yan's unassuming facade belied a latent power that left the elder wary, a begrudging respect blossoming amidst the looming confrontation. Regret clouded the elder's expression as he contemplated the escalating conflict, the weight of his allegiance to the profound Xian sect bearing down on him. Xiao Yan's pointed retort pierced the tension, a subtle reminder of the true instigator behind the brewing animosity. The elder's silence spoke volumes, his internal conflict palpable as he reluctantly prepared to face off against the formidable opponent before him. With a surge of potent doqi emanating from the elder's form, a ripple of discomfort spread through the onlookers, their expressions betraying a mix of awe and unease at the impending clash. Xiao Yan's unwavering gaze met the elder's steely resolve, a quiet confidence radiating from his demeanor as he prepared to confront the looming threat head-on. In the face of adversity, I stand unyielding. Xiao Yan's calm declaration cut through the tension, his unwavering resolve a stark contrast to the elder's palpable apprehension. With a dismissive glance towards Chen Xian's snarling visage, Xiao Yan stood poised and resolute, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with unwavering determination. The realization of Xiao Yan's elusive speed left the old man in reluctant acknowledgement, his respect for the young alchemist's agility eclipsing his initial doubts. Despite their overwhelming strength, the elder grasped the critical advantage that Xiao Yan held in terms of swiftness, a factor that could turn the tide of battle in an instant. Elder Bai, why hesitate in dispatching this wretch? Chen Xian's voice reverberated with malice, his visceral loathing for Xiao Yan laid bare in his urgent demand for retribution. The elder's hesitation under Chen Xian's relentless pressure spoke volumes of the inner conflict he grappled with, torn between duty and the daunting challenge posed by his elusive foe. With a resigned sigh, Elder Bai summoned a formidable blade, its imposing length casting a menacing shadow over the battlefield. As the blade gleamed with deadly intent, the elder launched himself towards Xiao Yan with lightning speed, the sheer force of his strike capable of splitting mountains. Xiao Yan's stoic expression betrayed no hint of fear as he faced the elder's onslaught head-on. With a swift movement, he vanished from sight in a blur of silver light, evading the blade's devastating arc with preternatural agility. The resounding impact of the elder's strike reverberated through the hill, leaving a deep chasm in its wake as a testament to the raw power at play. A collective gasp echoed through the onlookers as they bore witness to the destructive force unleashed by the elder's failed strike, prompting a hasty retreat to a safer distance. The reverberations of power and conflict sent shockwaves through the hill, a stark reminder of the perilous nature of the unfolding confrontation. Undeterred by his missed strike, Elder Bai's steely gaze scanned the surroundings, his senses honed for any sign of Xiao Yan's elusive presence. With a swift motion, his blade cleaved through the air towards an unseen target, only to meet an unexpected obstacle in the form of an enormous black ruler that materialized out of thin air, revealing Xiao Yan's poised figure in a display of unwavering resolve. Xiao Yan's swift and calculated movements deftly dodged the elder's blade, his retaliatory strike aimed with precision and power. The heavy ruler, imbued with scorching heat and fierce wind, arced towards the old man with lethal intent, poised to strike a decisive blow. Unfazed by Xiao Yan's assault, the old man emitted a disdainful snort, his confidence in his overwhelming strength unwavering. While acknowledging Xiao Yan's speed as a formidable challenge, he remained steadfast in his belief that raw power would ultimately prevail in their confrontation. As the clash between the heavy ruler and the radiant blade unfolded, a surge of energy and power emanated from Xiao Yan. His mastery of the Skyfire, three mysterious change evident in the surge of Do Qi that elevated his strength to new heights. The collision of forces unleashed a cataclysmic wave of energy, sending shockwaves rippling through the battlefield with devastating force. The resounding impact of their clash reverberated through the hill, creating a tempestuous storm that forced bystanders to retreat in awe of the sheer power on display. The subtle crack that appeared on the old man's blade sent a ripple of alarm through his senses, realization dawning that Xiao Yan's true strength far surpassed his initial assessment. Driven by a surge of determination, Xiao Yan pressed forward with unwavering resolve, his gaze fixed on Qian Xian with an icy determination that foretold of impending retribution. The sudden shift in momentum caught the elder guarding Qian Xian off guard. His futile attempt to halt Xiao Yan's advance met with a swift and formidable counterattack. The silver-hued figure that materialized before the elder, exuding an aura of power and resolve, posed a formidable challenge that left the elder reeling in surprise. The figure's relentless assault, fueled by a hurricane-like force, tested the elder's defenses and resolve, setting the stage for a fierce confrontation that would determine the course of the battle. As Chen Xian realized the imminent threat posed by Xiao Yan's relentless advance, a chill of apprehension crept through him, his attempts to evade the oncoming storm of fury thwarted by Xiao Yan's unparalleled speed and determination. The young alchemist's unyielding resolve and unwavering intent to confront his adversaries head-on sent a clear message of defiance, challenging Chen Xian's assumption of safety under the protection of his guardians.